So I'm 20, almost 26 weeks pregnant with our son Connor. Um, Last time I think I wrote her, videotaped myself. I don't know if we actually had a diagnosis, but we do. So Connor has been diagnosed as of basically May 24th of 2018 with Down syndrome. And then 2 weeks ago, we found out that he has a complete atrioventricular canal. So instead of 4 chambers, his heart has 2 chambers. Excuse me, and he's gonna need open heart surgery around 2 to 4 months of age. So some days, so I'm feeling. So I was just watching a little video of some like brother and sister Ace and Archie, and I just got kind of teary-eyed. So sometimes watching videos kind of are uplifting, and other times it's a little depressing, I guess. So I don't know why I'm so scared, but I am. So the next steps here, I'm gonna have just a normal doctor's appointment on Monday, where I'll get an order for my gestational diabetes screen, and that's pretty much it. It'll be routine, and then in 3 weeks I'm gonna have, or 2 weeks from whatever, about 3 weeks, I will have a growth scan to see how Connor's growing, and a little bit of my placenta is covering my cervix, so we have to see if that moved up as I'm getting bigger. And then at the end of August, I'll be about 30 weeks, we're going to transfer our care to the Children's Hospital of Pennsylvania, my maternity care, and we'll be delivering there. And we're going to have a really cool, we'll have another fetal echo, and we'll have a 2-hour anatomy scan to make sure nothing else was missed and see how Connor's doing. So I'm excited to see him. And then I guess we'll maybe get a game plan, because I don't really know exactly how that works. Like, am I going to be induced? I know I'm going to probably have to have stress tests and stuff like that in the coming next 2 months, to make sure that, the placenta is functioning correctly and Connor's getting all the oxygen and nutrients that he needs. So I'm just nervous because we'll have like a CICU stay, into a cardiac intensive care unit stay once he's born for a little bit to make sure he's stable, and then we should be able to take him home. He might have to come home with an NG tube to help him feed a little bit to get the extra calories that he needs, but I think he should be able to nurse a little bit too. And then hopefully he can gain enough weight, and then when he's strong enough, and before he starts to have any long-term complications of his heart problem, or go into heart failure, or get an enlarged heart, or pulmonary hypertension, or anything like that, we're going to have to do the surgery early, so around 2 to 4 months. So whenever he's strong enough and the doctors feel like it's time. So it's been difficult for me because I like to plan everything. Years ago, I used to think I was trying to just to go with the flow type of person, but that changed. I'm now I'm almost 35. So that changed somewhere within the past several years. I like to plan. I like to, I don't know what's going to happen. Are we going to be home for Thanksgiving, or will we be home for Christmas? What's it going to look like? But I just have to kind of relinquish the control. I have to say that I've been probably suffering from some depression too. It's just been really hard. Like, just everything is harder, I guess. Like, it's harder. 'Cause I'm just, like, so anxious and scared, and I know I made a decision, obviously, for us to keep Connor, although I didn't really view it as a decision. It was something that, um, of course, I wouldn't harm my baby, and I know I should be moving on or whatever, but I can't move on because I'm scared. So I'm just kind of scared, and I feel really alone. So I'll probably, hopefully, get on an antidepressant, but unfortunately with SSRIs, they increase the risk of pulmonary hypertension. So Connor's already going to be at great risk for pulmonary hypertension already, because the pressure in his lungs are going to increase because he's getting his oxygenated blood and deoxygenated blood is mixing, and then because he's missing valves, it's going back into his lungs, and it's creating more pressure, more work on his lungs, which isn't good. More work on his heart, that's why it can enlarge. So I don't want to cause him to hurt in any way, but at the same time, I don't have that great of coping mechanisms, I suppose. For years it was cigarettes. I stopped. An occasional drink. For the past 2 years, especially since I had cold, it would be like I'd open a beer and take a sip, and then it would get warm, and my husband would just make fun of me, tell me not to open up beers, just have sips of his if I want one. Talking to friends, which sometimes helps, but recently I've just been feeling like Debbie Downer, I guess. Like, I don't want to really I don't want to beat a dead horse. So I think things should be a lot better once he's here. But I do wonder if I'm a good mother and wife, especially the way I've been feeling lately. And I know I'm not going to get this time back with my little boy, Cole. I worry about him. I worry about, like, the stays in the hospital and me being separated from him. It's, like, so messed up. Like, we wanted to have another baby. So Cole could have a brother or your sister. So I just hope that Cole is gonna be okay. And I'm just eager to meet Connor and just hold him. So in the beginning, I used to do all this research on kind of increasing cognitive abilities, neurogenesis, and prenatally and postnatally, and let's help his IQ, let him. But right now, I'm kind of over that. I just want him to have a healthy heart at this point, and we'll make do with whatever IQ Connor has. He's gonna be very special and have tons of great qualities. We'll teach him a lot, and he's gonna do incredible things. And Connor, I'm sure you're probably gonna watch this in the future, and I'm sorry that I'm sad right now. I'm just scared. I haven't gotten to hold you, and everybody tells you how things are gonna be. And I guess I need to not be so negative, because then they're just gonna kind of manifest, and that is how they're gonna be. So I used to consider myself a pretty strong person. And recently, over the past couple months, I just feel so weak. Like I lost my strength. And it's sad. It's hard not being strong, feeling weak. Like you just kind of float away. Somebody just touches you and you'll fall, and I've never been like that my entire life, and it's just, I need to somehow find my strength. which takes me back to maybe church. Which I'm kind of having, I don't know, I hate to say it, but I'm just kind of angry right now, and I don't know if I want to go to church. But at the same time, I know going to church always gives me strength. Not that I'm go to church frequently or anything, but in times of struggle or whatever, reaching out to God typically helps me feel better. But I'm just looking to get on an antidepressant once I deliver Connor, and hopefully it'll help get me over this hump, because I feel helpless and powerless and just alone. So I don't feel like anyone understands. My husband, I know he doesn't feel that great, but he doesn't, quote unquote, dwell on things. He handles things a different way, and he doesn't like talking about it. Makes him feel worse. So, and talking about it doesn't make me feel that great either, but it does make me feel a little bit better. So I think I need to acknowledge my feelings. But yeah, so this is me. I'm gaining so much weight. How much did I gain? I'm like 175. So I gained 30 pounds. And I should have been 15 pounds lighter anyway. So, yes, this is the baby. I'm at work right now. Hi. And, over here, got a little baby. Big baby. And this is Connor. Our last pregnancy, which I think we knew anyway, because, I'm 35. We're almost 35. We'll be 35 in February. But, so I'm just trying to kind of enjoy a little bit of it and not worry about the weight too much, but I'll probably be at 200 by the time I give birth. It's nuts, but I'll lose it all. And I plan on nursing Connor, hopefully, as long as possible, to, at least 2 years. So we'll see. Well, thanks for listening, and I'll videotape a little bit later.